Vietnam has become one of the most popular destinations in Southeast Asia, and it's one of our favorite countries we've traveled to. If you're new here, we're Diana and Daniel, a Canadian travel vlogger couple that shares our experiences and tips to help you travel.
So, if you're wondering why this Southeast Asian gem should be on your travel list, you are in the right place. We have traveled Vietnam for 1 month and we will be sharing our top 10 reasons why you should make this beautiful country your next destination in this video. So, these 10 reasons are not ranked in any particular order. So, some may resonate with you a little bit more than others, but we think that there is truly something for everyone in Vietnam.
We love that this country offers some of the most stunning landscapes in the world, and what is so fascinating is the diversity. From north to south, Vietnam looks totally different. In the north, you'll find green landscapes, mountains, limestone islands, and rice fields. In the south, you'll find tropical islands with white sand beaches and, of course, the famous Mekong River.
One of the most iconic landscapes Vietnam is known for is the limestone crusts in the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Ha Long Bay. But Vietnam has many other incredible landscapes. One of our favorite landscapes was in Ha Giang, in the very north bordering China. The views of the rice terraces and mountains are incredible.
We spent more time in the north and did not get a chance to experience the beaches in the south. Before Vietnam, we spent a whole month in Philippines on the beaches, so we were looking for a change in scenery, but we did meet a lot of travelers who recommended checking the beaches in Vietnam, so it's on our list to explore the next time we go back. There is so much natural beauty in this country to explore.
Vietnam not only has natural beauty, but it also has amazing cities with stunning architecture and lively atmosphere. Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi offer a lively urban experience with bustling markets, vibrant nightlife, and rich cultural scenes. These cities are buzzing with energy.
Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, is a cultural hub with centuries-old architecture and rich culture, with Southeast Asian, Chinese, and French influence. It's known for an amazing street food scene, so it's no surprise that it's now one of our favorite cities in Asia. Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city in Vietnam that has a more modern feel, with skyscrapers alongside French colonial buildings. After Hanoi, we were pretty shocked at how modern it is. The city is also home to significant sites from the Vietnam War, including the Cu Chi Tunnels and War Remnants Museum, but we'll tell you more about that later in the video.
For us, food is one of the most important factors when traveling, and let me tell you, Vietnam has one of the most incredible foods to offer. It's so good. It's incredible. Vietnam cuisine is known for vibrant flavors, fresh ingredients, and diverse regional variations. Some iconic Vietnamese dishes include pho, it's a noodle soup, banh mi, it's a Vietnamese sandwich, and bún chả, a pork noodle dish. Food in Vietnam is a way to experience and understand the country's culture and history.
Vietnam has an amazing street food culture, especially in cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. Buying food from these street vendors is a great way to experience authentic and affordable food. It's also a fun experience sitting on little plastic chairs on the sidewalk, eating your food and watching local life around you. Vietnamese food is not only delicious, but also known for being healthy. There are a lot of fresh herbs and many dishes are prepared with minimal use of oil and dairy, making them lighter and healthier. Much of the food is home cooked to unique family recipes. We were actually both sick for part of our time in Vietnam, and we really appreciated how the food is comforting, healthy, and delicious.
So delicious, and one of our favorite restaurant experience was at this very tiny little restaurant. It was a living room, more or less,
Pretty much.
in Hanoi, and there was no menu. It was just one old lady, cooking up pho, and it was so delicious. It was really hot in there though. We were sweating like crazy, but that was the best pho we had in the entire month, and it was actually a recommendation from one of our friends.
Yeah, it was definitely a memorable experience.
Yes.
I'm still dreaming about
Oh,
that
so
pho.
nice.
It was just so comforting and so good. And if you're looking for more inspiration about food in Vietnam, we actually made a dedicated video showing some of the iconic Vietnamese dishes. So go check that out if you're looking for more inspiration. And if you're enjoying this video and you find it helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and helps us continue to make videos like this.
If you like coffee like us, then the Vietnamese coffee culture is another reason for you to visit. Vietnam is actually the second largest producer of coffee in the world. In Vietnam, coffee is more than just a morning pick-me-up. It's a way of life. You can find coffee shops on any corner of the street. Many cafes in Vietnam are open-air sidewalk cafes where you can watch the world go by while you enjoy your coffee. Drinking coffee is also a popular social activity. Another thing you should know is that the coffee in Vietnam is made from Robusta beans, which has a stronger flavor and a higher caffeine content compared to the Arabica beans. So you might want to avoid drinking coffee too late in the day.
Make sure to try the traditional drip filter black coffee with condensed milk, coconut coffee, and egg coffee. We made a whole guide trying different types of coffee and visiting cafes all throughout Vietnam. If you want to learn more about those unique coffee culture, which we'll link above. I really miss coconut coffees. I still dream about it. It was so good. I had it almost every day in the north until we got to the south, and then I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, that was your first question every single time entering a new coffee shop. Do you have coconut coffee? And they looked at you that they don't know what it is, but I'm sure they do.
I'm sure there is coconut coffee in Ho Chi Minh City, but I tried really hard to find it. I couldn't. And if I would have known that, I would have had even more in the north.
So good.
It is so good. We've made a Google Map guide with over 100 pins of the best places to eat, must-visit attractions, and hidden gems. And if you sign up for our newsletter, you can download it completely for free and to help plan your trip. We'll link the link in the video description below. And we hope that it helps you plan your trip to Vietnam. One of our favorite things about travel is interacting with the locals and really immersing ourselves in the culture. Now, that's not always easy to do, but we did find in Vietnam it was incredible because locals are so friendly.
Yeah, they're so friendly and open to share their culture and their way of living, even with a language barrier. Yes, you will have language barriers there, but you will find a way to communicate with them.
Absolutely. And I remember in Tam Cook, when we stayed at a homestay, we were greeted with like the biggest hug by the grandmother. And Daniel was pretty sick at the time, and she made him ginger tea every day. Even though she didn't speak English, somehow we communicated, and she was just so lovely.
Yeah, the best ginger tea. I still dream about this tea. It was so good. But one of my favorite interactions with locals was actually when we visited the oldest coffee shop, the oldest cafe in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City. It was this tiny little place. There were no tourists at all. We were just sitting down, ordering our coffee, not knowing what we actually ordered in a way. But there was then the owner actually tapping on my shoulder because she saw that we were filming it and we were talking about it, and we were so impressed. And she asked me to come with her in the back and show me how she makes this Vietnamese drip coffee. And it was just an experience that I will cherish and I will always remember.
It was so sweet to take us behind the scenes and show us her business. It was incredible. Another great story that I remember was that in Hoi An, I was getting my tailored dresses, and when I was trying on the dress, I completely ripped the zipper of my shorts, and she fixed it for free and was so helpful. And there's honestly just so many incredible stories of
these are just like a few of many stories and experiences that we had throughout this 1 month in Vietnam. And yeah, if you're visiting, you'll definitely have a lot of things to see as well. And if you've visited Vietnam before, make sure to comment below and tell us what made your visit so special.
Vietnam has a rich history that dates back thousands of years. You can explore ancient temples, French colonial architecture, and war memorials. These places tell stories of the past that shaped the vibrant culture you see today.
Even if you are not a history buff, we guarantee you'll still appreciate learning about the rich history of Vietnam. Make sure you check out the War Remnants Museum and Cu Chi tunnels in Ho Chi Minh City. You'll walk away from these experiences with so much knowledge and admiration of the resilience of the Vietnamese people.
The War Remnants Museum is not just a tourist attraction. It's a necessary visit for anyone seeking to understand the complexities of Vietnam's history and the impact of war on humanity. We'll warn you, it's an emotional experience. You'll learn shocking facts and be shaken up while walking out, but we truly believe it's a must-do in Vietnam. If you're looking to travel on a budget, Vietnam is a great spot for you. Traveling in Vietnam is incredibly affordable. From accommodations to food to transport, you get amazing value for your money here.
Our average accommodation cost for 1 month in Vietnam was $25 per night. And that was always for a private room and washroom, and oftentimes it included breakfast. If you're looking for a more luxurious experience, you can often get a 5-star hotel in Vietnam for the cost of a 3-star hotel in North America. Vietnam has a lot of unique experiences, and we can truly say there is something for everyone.
If you love being active, you can do trekking in Sapa to see beautiful rice terraces, ride a bicycle in the beautiful countryside roads of Tam Coc, or climb 500 steps to the Hang Mua viewpoint to see a lying dragon and epic 360-degree views of Tam Coc Valley.
For adventure seekers, there is the Ha Giang Loop, a motorbike loop in the northern Vietnam where you'll drive on adventurous roads and see the most epic views. If you love history and architecture, you can visit the old town of Ha Giang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's like a walking open-air museum. In Ho Chi Minh City, you can crawl through the Cu Chi tunnels and get an inside look of what the Vietnam War was like.
If you love shopping, you can get custom clothing in Hoi An. I designed 2 custom dresses with a perfect fit, and it was incredible.
Some of our most memorable experiences are when you experience a culture shock. And let me tell you, there are plenty when you're visiting Vietnam. For starters, we were shocked to see families of 4 on a scooter or animals, like pigs being carried on a scooter. The traffic in Ho Chi Minh City is also a shock. There are an estimated 8 million motorbikes with a population of 9 million people.
Crossing the street is terrifying because there are no uses of streetlights, and it's about sticking your hand out, walking at a steady, consistent pace, and having faith that no drivers will hit you. The best way to do this is find a local and follow them. Another shock that many travelers have is that there is often no toilet paper in the washrooms. Now, traveling around the world, many places that's the case, so it's, prepared us, and we often just have toilet paper with us while we're traveling. But it's funny because I remember taking an overnight bus in Vietnam, and we made a stop at a washroom and no one had toilet paper. The washroom didn't have toilet paper. And let me tell you, I was handing out toilet paper left and right.
You were the most popular person on the bus.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to make quick friends, carry toilet paper with you. It comes in handy.
If you made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for sticking around. We truly think that Vietnam has so much to offer, and that's why we created the Google Map Guide. So make sure to sign up for our newsletter for the free download link.
One of the most amazing things about Vietnam is truly the diversity. There is no other country that can offer so many different landscapes, amazing cities to explore, delicious options, and unique experiences.
And there you have it, 10 reasons why you should visit Vietnam. Have we convinced you to pack your bags and book the plane ticket to Vietnam? Let us know what your top reason would be.
If we have convinced you to make Vietnam your next travel destination and you're looking for more inspiration, check out our Vietnam video playlist with all of our dedicated vlogs as we travel Vietnam for 1 month. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiration. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.